Addo Elephant Park is the third largest national park in South Africa after the Kruger and the Kalahari. It's 1,640 square kilometers with plans to expand it further. It's located not far from Port Elizabeth, or Kruger as it's now called, so it's one of the more accessible national parks in the country and gets quite busy, especially over weekends. Although Addo is a big five park with lion, leopard, elephant, rhino and buffalo, the main attraction is definitely the elephants. The park was created in 1931 to protect the 11 remaining wild elephants that had been almost hunted to extinction. It's been constantly expanded since then, and nowadays there are over 600 elephants in the park. They're descended from the original elephants that roamed the area, although new blood has been introduced by bringing bulls from the Kruger. We spent one night at the main rest camp in a forest chalet. It's actually really excellent. There's a well-provisioned shop, everything you need. There's a cattle baron restaurant, and there's a lot of different options for accommodation. I highly recommend going to the Ulwazi Interpretive Center, where you'll learn all about the elephants, the history of the park, and lots more. The huge full-size head that hangs on the wall belonged to an elephant called Hapur, or Nicked Ear. He was the dominant bull in the park for 24 years until he died in 1968. It's believed that the nick was caused by a hunter's bullet, and Hapur retained a deep hatred of humans for the rest of his life. So much so that game rangers and staff would head for the closest gate when he showed up. The pool looks really nice. Unfortunately, it was a bit too cold to swim, but I can imagine on a hot day it would be very welcome. We stayed the night in the timber forest cabins, which are really comfortable. Got everything you need, although there is a communal kitchen, and they're really reasonably priced as well. There are some paved roads in the park, mostly around the main rest camp. For the most part though, they are gravel and mostly pretty good. We're at Jack's picnic site at the moment, which is named after a black rhino called Jack, who used to sun himself on the grassy area behind me. Jack was introduced to the park in 1961 at about 5 years of age and lived to be 30, which is quite a good age for a rhino in the wild. You can get out of your car here. There are braai spots, picnic spots and ablutions. It's one of the few. There are not many picnic areas in the reserve. You can get out of your car at a couple of the viewpoints as well, with caution obviously. Addo is not one continuous game reserve like the Kruger or the Kalahari. It's split into three main parts, the south and the central part, which are, so to say, continuous. In other words, the animals have freedom to roam between them. But the northern part, which is somewhat more mountainous, is separated from the rest by a regional road, and it's fenced off, so the animals in the north are not able to travel to the south. Nyati rest camp is in this northern section. We spent 2 nights there, and what an absolute pleasure. It's in a completely different class, and while it is more expensive than the other rest camps, it's not outrageously so. Sometimes you find a hidden gem, and where we are right now is Nyati rest camp, and it meets that criterion every way. You can go to a premium game lodge and pay premium prices, and for sure you'll get luxury, but here you're getting the luxury, but you've got your own schedule. You're not obliged to eat at a certain time or go on a game drive at a certain time. You're entirely free to make your own meals, as it's self-catering. There's a braai, there you go, and you've got all the freedom of that, but you've got the luxury accommodation. There's everything you need, and absolutely first class. Not to take away from Addo main rest camp or the other camps in the reserve, this Nyati really is in a class of its own. It's absolutely unique. We are leaving Addo this morning at Matolweni Gate. Some people just call it Colchester Gate, so it's the southernmost gate. We've travelled from the far north of the park at Nyati, and it's taken about 2.5 hours. So that's our visit to Addo done. And we saw a lot of elephants, a lot of kudu, a lot of warthog, not much else. We heard lions last night, but we didn't see any. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time.